Hey, welcome to the Brother Side Podcast. We are here with Darcie Zauha of House of Color, and we are in episode 19.
And we were just discussing the strategy behind picking out different colors that you wear.
Yeah.
How are we doing right now with our colors?
She just got done saying she doesn't judge. I don't know if my ego can take it.
Judgment. Yeah.
Everybody asks if I can just tell by looking at somebody what they are, and I can't. Because there have been too many times when I get you in natural light and see you, and I see what's happening with your face, but I can only see it with the drapes that we have. So.
Right.
It is a science. It seems kind of like it would be a magic trick, but when you take one away and see what happens to your face, it's really powerful.
You said that you kind of pair up personalities too,
Mm-hmm.
right? So how do you get into that with a potential client? You know, how do
Personality
you how do you
tests,
open
like,
them up?
yeah.
Or do you personality test?
Well, there's two pieces to it. So you learn a language for color, which helps you with the color of things that you're getting. But then you also have style. So if you've ever bought something that looked good on your buddy and then you got it home and you were like, ugh, how can he look good in this?
Yeah.
And I don't. If you've ever done that,
Yeah.
and women do this all the time, if it's not right, it's probably not your style. Because everybody has a style. And it's based on your body architecture and your personality and where you are in your life too. So during a style consultation, I look at all of those things. So with your body architecture, it's the bones. It's not about the weight. It's not about any of that. Are you structured? Are your shoulders wider than your hips? If that's the case, that will always be the case. And for women, there's a lot of flexibility with that. And with men, it's kind of like, your belt has to be around your waist. You're not going to be doing low waist. Or, you don't
Right.
have as much flexibility with that.
Yeah.
We're pretty basic.
Yeah, but figuring out, what kind of cut of jeans is going to be right for you. Should you be getting a European cut shirt, which is going to be tighter and slimmer? Mm-hmm. Should you be doing those things? So that's part of it, the structure of the body. But you could have a really angular body. Like picture a swimmer that's got really broad shoulders, long arms, short legs, long torso, all of that. You can
Michael
dress
Phelps.
that body.
Yes.
Yeah, you can dress that body pretty easily. But if you don't also take into account the personality, it's easy to dress that kind of a body in very dramatic looking clothes. Very sharp lines, a suit that's going to look really crisp and sharp, like it would stand up on a table.
Sure.
But you also are looking at how do you lengthen his legs and doing all that. But if he is a guy that is never going to wear a suit,
Right.
he's always going to be in jeans. He's he wants to be out in nature all the time. You can't put him in a dramatic clothing personality. So that's what it comes down to. So for women, there's 6 archetypes for women and 5 for men. And those all combine to be a clothing personality. And what it does, sometimes you think you're like, for a lot of men, they kind of are like they're on a train and there's a specific track and they don't deviate from it. I always wear jeans, I always wear a hoodie.
T-shirt,
I always wear, all of that.
Yes,
And for
you're looking
women,
at it.
it's I'm
Jeans
always
and
in
t-shirt.
leggings and I'm always in a big flannel or whatever. So for some people, it feels like a uniform and they want to expand and know that what they're wearing is good.
Sure.
For other people, it is like they're on the Audubon. They love everything. There's no rules. There's no lines. And so they're buying all of these different kinds of things and they've got to narrow it down. So when you know your clothing personality or your style, what that does, it gives you the white lines on the road.
Yeah.
So you have lanes where you can move around and you've got some flexibility, but when you go outside those lines, you're not crashing, you're just hitting the rumble bars or you're
Right.
gracing the guardrail.
Yeah.
So it's not that you can't do it, it's that you should be doing it with intention. So like Dave, for example, he is a full classic.
Poor Dave. Yeah.
No, he's
What's up,
awesome.
Dave? Shout out to
He's
Dave.
awesome. And he's a full classic. He always has his shirt tucked in. He always wears a belt. He could mow the lawn and his shirt is tucked in. He just is a classic guy. Mm-hmm. He's tidy. He hates spilling on himself. All of that stuff drives him crazy.
Does he have OCD?
No, he does not. And I have a theory about clean in marriage.
Okay.
We'll have to hear that after
Yeah.
this.
Okay. So, but he is a guy that is not going to wear pajamas below second floor. He's just not. Where other personalities would do that. So when I was working with him, I'm like, okay, you have got to start wearing skinny jeans. And he's like, what? What?
Yeah.
Farmer Dave.
So he went from baggy jeans and he's really fit. I mean, he hiked rim to rim to rim last year. And he did it in 2 days. And so he's really fit. And so he needs to wear clothes that suit his architecture.
Sure.
And he can't wear like skinny jeans because his calves would just bust him out. But he needs to not wear baggy stuff, and he looks really good in trim fitting things. And so most of the time, guys just want to be bossed around and just told what to wear.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
Told what to do.
Especially in this arena.
Yeah, because you're like, you don't have this
like
big
a fish out of
attachment.
water.
Yeah. You just want somebody to come in and say, listen, orange is not in your season, so just get it all out, and they can. So that's really where style and personality come into play, because it's a combination of the architecture and the personality.
Justin's dabbled in some skinny jeans. You got some
these,
on
no,
right now,
these aren't skinny jeans. But yeah, I went to slim cut.
And that's where Dave landed, yes.
Yeah, slim cut pants, jeans.
Yeah.
And I feel more comfortable. Well, I don't know about comfortable, but I feel like I look better in them.
And I'm sure you do, and they've got stretch in them.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what makes those work. Where my junior, he's in full-on skinny jeans. The tighter, the better.
Yeah. See, and that
You have a dainty physique.
You do not. You're a fighter. There's never been a
his
firefighter on the
legs.
planet that's
I
dainty.
do have kind of chicken
He's got the
legs.
chest of Hulk and the legs of a chicken.
I have
Brothers for life.
Yeah, I
Brothers
have
for
Dad's legs.
Oh,
Dad has thin,
Gazelle.
Thin legs. He always has, and I have
It's a
that.
centaur.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so yes, I have his build, and but much more muscular.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't take much.
No, not at all. That's why I laugh. But he, anyway, yeah. So I did make the switch because my wife is like, we got to get you in something different. You just look dumb.
Quit wearing Jinko jeans.
Yeah.
It's not like I went super baggy. I was, nice like buckled jeans, but it still didn't. I always felt like I didn't look right either. So, yes, I didn't go skinny, but it sounds like I went Dave's route.
Slim is the happy medium.
Yes.
Between it's fit, but it's not too tight.
Right.
There's still room for things to move around and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, things to move around. That's key.
Yeah.
What do you mean Dave went rim to rim to rim?
The Grand Canyon.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant. That's
So it's
pretty
hiking from one rim of the Grand Canyon to the other and
in
back.
the back.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
He did it solo, yeah.
Gosh.
Just getting in his own head for, 24 hours? How long does that take?
Was it all one shot?
Well, he did stay overnight. So you hike one, and it usually takes people between 12 and 15 hours to do the one. He did it in 9.5. And his plan was to do rim to rim, see how he felt, and then if he felt good,
Come back.
the back.
Yeah.
And he had a buddy with him that didn't hike with him but drove.
Met him on the other side.
So
Like
he
to
did.
camp
with. Dave.
So he did the first one in 9.5 hours. Felt really, really good. So he did the next day.
How old was he when he did that?
52.
My Lord, he is.
That was last summer, right?
Yeah. And then he ran
Manimal.
and then he ran a half marathon like 3 weeks later because he's like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I may as well
I'm
not
going to
waste
capitalize
it. Yeah.
on this.
How did he get in the best shape of his life at 52?
Yeah.
He did
What's
a
his
lot
secret?
of hiking, a lot
Okay.
of walking, a lot of running. He's always been a runner. Well, since, probably 25 or so.
Does he have a strict diet?
Well, he would say he runs so that he can eat crap, which is exactly what he does.
I'm kind of with him.
He eats Oreos at night, ice cream at night, every night. Cereal or ice cream at night.
Wow. Cereal. What's his go-to cereal?
Oh, I don't even know, like Honey Nut Cheerios,
Oh, boy.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Cheerios.
Hey, we have
I
to
was
get back to
expecting
this
something else.
theory of
I wrote it.
Clean?
in marriage.
Clean
in
Clean in
marriage,
marriage.
yeah.
What's clean in marriage?
I have a theory that there's scrubbers and there's tidiers.
okay.
So the scrubber is scrubbing stuff, and the tidier is keeping things tidy.
Yep.
The issue is whatever you are, you think the other one isn't really clean, but you think you are clean. So I'm a tidier. So I want stacks. I want no clutter, but there might be crumbs on the countertop. And Dave is a scrubber. So he's going to have stuff kind of everywhere, but it's going to be really clean underneath. Usually they
Interesting.
marry each other, but that's kind of always the low grade fever is like, your stuff is everywhere. And, you know, then the other one is like, yeah, look, the toilet is so gross or whatever. So the whole key is you think you're clean, but the other one isn't because they
Sure.
clean differently.
Yeah.
Their version of clean is different.
No, yeah, I think I'm both, and Erin's neither.
Meanwhile, she's like, yeah, keep thinking that way because that means I don't have to do anything.
I used, yeah, that's
She's
true.
totally worked you.
Yeah,
That's-
she's played me
Smart
like
girl.
a fiddle. Dang it.
That worked perfectly.
Do you know Erin? Do you know my wife?
I
Erin?
do not.
Yeah, okay. She's a Senespherian also. So
Okay, maybe I do. I don't know.
yeah,
Okay.
she got her stripes in Center Sphere.
Okay.
You have to bring it up every episode.
I do not
feel
bring it
like-
up. I bring it up to people that are in Center
Are we
Sphere.
getting
And I'm
paid
in
by
Center
Center
Sphere.
Sphere? We need to.
I
we need
should.
To be.
I should get a kickback.
You should.
I should.
Let's get back to House of Color.
All right,
Okay.
fine.
So I think about it's a concierge service.
Yep.
Do you partner with other people like the Mary Kay gals, people at Men's Warehouse, or is that competition? How do you build your business?
Collaboration.
Well, we
Collaboration,
have
yeah,
we
correct.
have a makeup line, so I don't necessarily partner with Mary Kay, but I have I've worked with people like with Jay Hilburn and with Tom James.
Okay.
And when I help those people that are helping men get in suits that are not cheap and
Yeah.
look amazing, a lot of times their clients need to see me first. So then
Okay.
they know what season they are, then
Sure.
they can go and make sure that they're getting the right suit.
Sure.
I do love to collaborate with different people. I've collaborated with Elaine Hickenbottom, who does the headshots, but I haven't done a ton. I mean, I like to just partner with people just in life, and so
Right, sure.
there's not necessarily an easy. Oh, you two should totally work together all the time. Because a lot of times they need me first and know what season they are, and then they can shop effectively, or they can get shoes effectively, or whatever.
Right.
So I try and work with stores sometimes, because then when I'm personal shopping for people, because I do that, or I will send them to different stores, that's helpful to them. Because there's going to be some stores that are geared for certain seasons or for certain clothing personalities.
Sure.
So when you say personal shop, like clothing?
Yep.
Or clothing, I would assume jewelry and everything? Like
Sure.
kind of the whole, okay.
Yep.
Here's my budget. Like, go make it happen.
Yep.
Man, that'd be nice.
And then it shows up on your doorstep, right?
Yeah. Could.
Yeah.
Or I do closets. Like I'll go in and help people sort their stuff.
How fun is that? I see you do that on Facebook quite a bit.
I love organizing stuff and doing all that. And this closet cleanse, I do a closet cleanse with a couple of other consultants every quarter or so. And this next one I'm doing, it's at the end of April. And I don't go into their closets, but there's 3 of us. And actually this one, I'm the only one from America, which is really cool.
Oh, that's sweet.
So one of them is from Australia. She's from the UK originally. The other one is from Scotland, but lives in Pittsburgh. And so the 3 of us are hosting it. So we all have like 10 to 15 clients each in a private Facebook group. And then every day we give them a task. We give them a video. And so throughout the course of the 2 weeks, they will get through their whole closet.
Huh.
It's pretty powerful. I mean, sometimes when you're going through somebody's closet, it's some psychology too.
Oh,
and
I would
some therapy.
imagine. It's deeper than just clothes.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
what
memories.
it's that, and it's what are you why are you shopping? What is it filling? I mean,
Sure.
you have a hard relationship with a kid or whatever, or I mean, you get into why are you doing the things that you're doing? What are the habits that you have? I mean, we had one gal that she counted like 672 tops. Tops.
Whoa.
And we were like,
And she wore like 10 of them. Yeah.
most of us wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time.
Yep.
And what
Totally.
I want
Yep.
is for people to have a closet that they wear 80% of their clothes 95% of the time.
Yeah, okay.
So what it means, I mean, when you know your season, everything goes together. It all just goes together. So you don't need as many things, but you end up having more because everything goes together.
Yeah.
That
I like
makes
that.
too much sense.
I
Is
know.
yours-
The logic is crazy.
The logic is crazy because I think about my own closet and I was like, I feel like twice a year all right, I never wear that,
Yep.
and I just start getting rid of stuff. It'd be a lot easier just to buy things that I would wear. But some of it is just like I never shop. So I
don't either.
shop very rarely, and so it ends up being that, I just wear the most recent stuff, and then, man, I haven't worn that forever, so I just get rid of it.
Yep.
But there was a time when I did wear it.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know.
And you have, if you think about your closet, anytime you put something on, rate it on a 1 to 10. 10 is the best. Your very favorite thing that you wear that you reach for all the time is going to be a 10. But you have a lot of 6s in your closet. And the goal is to have 8s, 9s, and 10s in your closet because that's what you're wearing consistently. And when you shop and you put something on, rate it. How do you feel in that? Is it a 6? Is it okay? When you check out, are you excited about it or not? And not that guys necessarily get excited about clothes, but if the tags are still on after 2 weeks, you're probably not going to wear it ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know that guys don't necessarily get excited. I think most guys want to look good in what they wear.
Yeah.
I don't, you're right, like I don't get excited when I'm checking out. I'm like, I'm shopping for clothes. But at the same time, like when I get home and you're about to go out on a date night, like you want to feel good and look good in what you're in, and
Right.
I want my wife to like find me attractive, which seems
That's hard to
harder
do, yeah.
harder to come by these
Yeah.
days.
As the years go on.
So yeah,
But you got the skinny jeans. Or
Yeah.
The slim
Hey,
jeans.
slim,
That's
slim.
a hard. That's an. Well, and honestly, how your closet is organized will help some of that because if you have it set up so that the most recent thing is always on the top, that's always what you're going to reach for.
Sure.
So if you have it organized so that there's more hanging clothes than folding clothes, or when you're folding things, if they're stacked, so they're like an accordion.
like staggered.
Instead
That's
of
what my
high,
wife does.
that
I
is
go high.
huge. So it's called the Marie Kondo method.
Okay.
And so when you have them and baby clothes too,
Yeah.
if you stack them so you can see everything, then you can see every t-shirt just by looking. You don't have to
Yeah.
lift stuff up
Yeah.
to see it. So then when you're wanting to sort it, like I tell people every 6 months, turn your hangers.
I've
and
done
then
that.
as you put things back, then they can go back. But I've got 2 pieces about that.
What do you
Okay.
mean turn your hangers?
So turn your
Yeah.
hangers around twice a year. I do mine at daylight savings time because that is in my head the start of spring and summer.
Smoke
so I
detector
just,
batteries.
Exactly.
Turning the hangers.
Yes.
Okay.
Change
I've
the
never
filter
checked
in
those.
your shower. Yes. So do that, and then the hangers that never turn, those are easy to get rid of. But the clothes that you take off the hanger, you put it on, but you end up choosing something else. Put it on a hanger, but then put it in a different section because those are the clothes that you almost chose but didn't. And figuring out why you didn't choose them, that's the thing to think about because it's easy to get rid of the ones that never turned because you never wore them.
Sure.
But it's the ones, why didn't I choose this one? And then you can figure out, all right, I'm out. It's out or it's in. But then when you've got folding clothes, if you turn things around, like however you turn it, like if the logo is backwards, just so you know what's backwards,
Sure.
then turn it when you're getting it back. Then you'll see what am I wearing and what am I not wearing.
Right.
Huh.
There's a lot of psychology that goes
There's
into this.
a ton of psychology.
But I've done the hanger thing, turn the hangers.
Yeah.
Whatever you're not wearing after 2 weeks, just toss
2
it.
weeks?
two
Oh,
two
no,
weeks
no, no.
seems
That seems
really
aggressive.
Or
fast.
maybe
That's aggressive.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual timeline. Maybe it's like a month.
Probably 6 months. It should, and I
don't
have a
know.
note in my phone.
I just
because
tossed
it's
them
November
quick.
and March, and that's for me that makes sense in my brain.
See, but I do have I wear almost exclusively t-shirts, and mine are broken into kind of everyday t-shirts. Like I'll wear them wherever, sports, and then firefighting. And I pretty much stay in the sports and firefighting. The everyday. Well, this one sits in there, and
Yep.
the
Yeah.
Brother Side podcast, but. They're broken up, but I'm pretty good about getting rid of stuff that I don't want, mostly because I get so many free shirts
Yeah.
through the firefighting and stuff that I run out of hangers. So
Well, here's the thing. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's free.
It's the concept of
Okay,
free.
bless somebody else.
I know.
And truly, when you know your colors in particular, then it gives you an objective reason to get rid of something. Because
That's
for
true.
some, you don't know why you don't like it, you just don't like it.
Yeah.
And then when you figure out, okay, well, I look like Shrek in this. That's why.
Yeah.
Now I see it,
Yeah.
and I can't unsee it. So now it's easy for me to get rid of anything that's olive green or camo or whatever.
Yeah.
Should you color coordinate your closet, or is that a no-no?
Oh, I totally think you should.
Okay.
So Dave's are by sleeve length or what kind of shirt it is, like
Yeah.
polos. And then and this is because I put his clothes away, but it is organized by color. Mine are like tops, and then it's by color within that. So all the sleeve lengths, all the colors are all there together. Because everybody should have whatever their version of the rainbow is for their season. And so for me, I have a rainbow in my tops. And then for Dave, he's got his polos. He definitely needs to beef up red. He just needs more red. Tons of blue.
Listen up, Dave.
Red, man. Come on.
Coming soon to a
Come
closet
on.
near you.
Yeah.
But I do think color coding is good. And then you can see how things go together differently. Because instead of, like women in particular, we can oftentimes get in the trap of buying outfits instead of buying pieces. Everything you bring into your closet should be able to go with at least 6 other things. Mm-hmm. And guys are better usually at doing that, or because they're just wearing jeans or
Jeans.
chinos
Yeah, it's
or whatever.
jeans, man.
And so everything goes with those.
Yeah.
So.
Got to take a break and thank our sponsors.
Are you committing yourself to exercising in 2021? We can't help you keep your head out of the Cheetos bag, but we can help fix up your exercise equipment. Don't let your fitness equipment be the reason you don't hit your goals. Call Fitness Machine Technicians today. Fitness Machine Technicians repair and maintain all makes and models of fitness equipment. Some of our clients include hotels, apartments, gyms, corporate companies, assisted living, physical therapy, and let's not forget the homeowners. Fitness Machine Technicians keep your equipment fit to keep you fit. Give us a call at 402-871-4735.
How much confidence do you bring back to the female population by doing one of these consultations? I got to imagine, like, once they know, like, these are my colors, like.
This seems like a great gift idea. By the
It
way.
is absolutely a great gift idea. And there have been more than, I can count on probably 2 hands, the women that have cried.
Really?
Because they see in the mirror what they kind of feel in the inside, and they don't know how to show how they feel on the inside. And this is meant, I've never had a man tear up or
Break
anything,
down.
but he's like, but they
Not in
also
front of you.
see,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They get to the car like,
Yeah.
this was so powerful. I can't believe my life has changed.
Hallelujah.
But there is something about knowing that something really looks good on you. Because sometimes seeing the right colors can prompt some internal change where it's like, I'm walking around and I totally know what I'm doing. I feel confident. I look good. I know I look good. And that prompts some confidence. And
Sure.
for other people that are maybe like they've lost a bunch of weight or they are going through a divorce or something like that, something inside has changed. And they don't know how to express it on the outside. And so now they see how to do it. And so
Yeah.
there is a real power that comes from knowing that you look great. And when you know that
Absolutely.
you can go into a store and scan it and be like, there's that for me and that for me and that for me. Or going into a store and saying, there's nothing in here for me, and moving to the next store.
Sure,
So
yeah.
you end up saving money with what you don't buy because you're pickier. And you
Sure,
should
yeah.
be picky. You should only buy things that genuinely you like and that you really, for a lot of women, we tend to tie some emotion to it. If it's not a 10 out of 10, don't buy it.
Yeah.
And for guys, if you don't feel good in it, or if there's a seam that bugs you, if something bugs you in the first 10 seconds, it's always going to bug you.
Yeah,
So don't
yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
So sometimes people need permission to be okay with leaving a store without buying anything. And for some people, it's like, oh, that's just a huge failure then.
Sure.
Yeah.
I went to the store to get this thing, and I didn't get this thing.
Yeah, I had a half an hour to shop, and
Yeah.
I went to the store because I wanted to buy something,
Yeah.
but I came out empty.
My
handed.
wife won't buy anything if it's not for sale. So it has to be for sale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
She's all about a
they're-
deal, like,
yeah,
she
always. Yeah.
She gets home, she's so happy. She's like, "Oh, I just saved $100 or whatever."
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm like, yeah,
but
you're
you bought
saving
like
us
double
into
the
the poorhouse.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, it's Aaron will be like, well, they'll talk. Annie and Aaron will talk, and Annie will compliment something that Aaron has bought, and Aaron's like, "Yep, Target, $12." Like
There is a badge of honor. There is a badge of honor.
But it's always like this
true.
this
That's how
sale.
cheap I got it for.
Yeah.
Where and how cheap it was. It is it seems like a badge of honor. But anyway.
But that's a testament to maybe how many clothes they have, right? Because if you're always trying to get a deal, that means you have too many clothes, right?
Well, the most expensive thing in your closet is the thing you never wear, no matter how cheap it was.
What do you
Yeah,
got?
think about that. No, it just wrap your mind around that concept.
What would you say that would be for females most often? Or you can't really
It kind of
pinpoint to one
depends.
thing,
Every
like a
clothing
jacket or
personality is
something?
going to be different. For me, it's a moto jacket. I love how moto jackets look.
I don't know what that is.
It's a shorter crop jacket that's usually got some fun zippers. That,
Okay. Yep,
they've
yep,
got
yeah.
some
All right.
lapels.
Yep.
And for some clothing personalities, that is an absolute go-to. Absolute.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I love how they look on other people. And then I get one. I don't anymore because I know it's just not it's not for me.
Don't do it, Darcie.
My body structure is such that I need something different than that. And so everybody has that different. It's like a siren song, that thing. Oh, this will be the one that works.
Yeah.
This will be the one. This will be the perfect white button-down shirt. And for me, I love how white button-down shirts work for me, or work on other people, but on me, it feels like jail. And so for me to make a white button-down shirt work, I gotta wear like some type of something underneath it, unbutton it, tie it at the bottom, pop the collar up, roll up the sleeves. And if I gotta work that hard to make a shirt work, how about don't buy the shirt?
Yeah, that's true.
So I like fussing with clothes, but not if I have to. I want it to be something that I'm doing to make it cool.
Right.
Not so I don't feel like I'm in jail.
Yeah.
How often do you have clients like Zoom in with you or FaceTime you like, "Darcie, what do you think about this?"
On the fly.
Several
On the fly-
times
like
a
a
week.
fly
Several
commentary.
times. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
text me, "What do you think of this?" I had somebody text me from a car lot. "Is this car in my season?" She's a
What?
realtor. Yeah. She's a realtor. She's in the carpool lane. Yeah.
Wow.
She's like, "Is this right?" I'm like, "You bet. Go for it."
Huh.
But when you think about it, it's totally surrounding her face. And if she is in her car a lot, in carpool, and she's a realtor, she needs something, that's drawing attention to her eyes, because that's what you want.
What color was it?
It was like a champagne. She was an autumn, and so it's kind of a champagne-y, goldy color.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is, I would never.
So you're
equate to, like,
helping
a
in
car.
all color facets.
Sure.
Really?
So what's the future of House of Color? I mean, are you looking to expand and make it an empire, or what's the next phase?
I have really loved helping clients. I would absolutely love to add to my team going forward, and we've got some plans to do that. And it's been really, really fun. It has become much more than a hobby. I kind of thought it was going to be a hobby, but it has definitely become a business, and I've really, really loved helping clients and helping people really see themselves differently, because there's nothing better than seeing somebody just stand up straight and walk out of my studio and feel like $1 million. That's the absolute,
cool.
it's the
Yeah,
best.
that would feel great.
And so I want to be able to bring that to as many people as we can. And we have consultants across the country. There's 83 consultants. Not all of us own franchises. Some of them are associates where they're working within another franchise. And so there's more and more of us. I was, I think, the 20th consultant 2 years ago, and now we're at 83.
Jeez.
Are you the only one in Nebraska?
No, there's 14 in Nebraska.
Huh.
Dang.
Why is Nebraska
Out of
so
83?
popular?
We all kind of all of those, there is the gal that did mine, she lives in Oakland, Nebraska, and she has been doing, she's been with House of Color for, I think, 5 years. And we've all kind of got some of that lineage in us. And so
Her tree, the Oakland tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
even though it's not multi-level, we all kind of come from that.
Sure.
So there's one in Holdridge, one in Kearney, one in Hastings, there's 4 in Lincoln. There's then Oakland, one in Norfolk, one in Columbus, and then there's 5 of us in the Omaha area.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you not step on each other's toes? Like, is there a geographical boundary in Omaha?
We have geographical boundaries, but clients can from anywhere. I mean, I did a style consultation with somebody from New Zealand, which was awesome.
How did that connection even happen?
Instagram.
Really?
Power of social media.
Yeah, it was
it is.
really awesome. And there's 5 of us in the Omaha area, and we are legit friends. We get together every month. I am a big believer that a rising tide raises all the boats.
Absolutely,
There's room
yeah.
at the table for everybody.
Yeah.
And when we work together and are really wanting everybody to succeed, that's when we all succeed. And that's ultimately what I want.
That's pretty cool. So Darcie, one last question. What can we do to help you, or is there anything you want to get out to our listeners on the brother side? There's probably, what, a couple million?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Well, for the Omaha area, I would love to see people just coming in for color consultations. It is a great gift idea, and style consultations are really powerful too. I get a lot of joy out of color, and then I get a lot of satisfaction out of style, because that's when everything really clicks.
Sure.
You get language of color, you get language of style, and once you know all that, you're unstoppable. So I think helping people understand that it's worth the investment, because it is an investment.
Sure.
Ultimately, it pays for itself so much over time. And so just seeing people coming into all of us in Omaha, because we're all great, we're all fun, we all know what we're doing, and we're really across the country. So I would love
Awesome.
to see them.
Well, great advice from Darcie Zauha.
Yeah, I learned
Very
a lot.
informative today.
Yes.
We got some work to do.
Yeah, we do. Totally.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so
bet.
much.
Thank you.
This has been
Yeah.
another episode of the Brother Side Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Yep. See ya.